How are you guys? I'm out at South Lido again today. If you notice my nose is very red, it's because I had a nose infection. I don't know how I got it, but I'm taking antibiotics. So it's left me with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer nose. It's really strange. It was worse before. Look at this when I do this. Look at that. How red that is. Doctors really don't know how you get these infections except for touching bacteria and picking your nose, I guess. I don't really know. But anyway, if you can get past the red nose thing. I had kind of a pretty good Christmas, and I had a couple days off during the weekend, and time to reflect. You know, the holidays sometimes is a good time to reflect because you get maybe get a 3-day weekend out of it. It's not normally busy out here, but I hear some people out here on the trail out here at South Lido. It's the day after Christmas, so I guess a lot of people decided they wanted to come out and enjoy some of the holidays. It's busy more on the beach areas than it is on this kind of woodland trail area. So along with the nose infection, I had a cold last week too, starting on Tuesday. So started feeling a bit better Friday. Then this nose infection thing got worse. It started out feeling like just a tender to the touch, and it got worse. Then it started feeling like I had a really bad sunburn, and it started burning and pounding. It was the most awful thing. So Saturday I finally went to the doctor and got some antibiotics, and they're finally starting to some very loud boats out in the water. So that's starting to sort itself out, hopefully, because it was hurting pretty bad yesterday. I just saw a raccoon down the trail. A little raccoon jutted through the bushes over there. Occasionally you see raccoons out here. They like to come get in the garbage cans and stuff and forage for food. I wonder if he's still gonna be over there. He was right. He cut right through the woods right there. Little raccoon over there. I can't see him. Hiding somewhere over there. His little hidey hole. My head's itchy today. Wonder why. Almost looks like somebody chopped down some trees over here. You usually can't see through there. Yeah, I can see definitely somebody. I come through here a lot. Looks like some people. Actually, looks like that tree was actually knocked down. You could see people have cut the trees. It's like a little lagoon in there. That's interesting. Anyway, back onto the subject matter. So, yeah, the Christmas holidays and the cold and all that, I had a lot of time sitting home watching movies and reading and being very bored for quite a few days, especially the last 2 days, except for Christmas. And I do a lot of thinking in my head. And there's a spider right there. You see that spider? It's a big spider. Oh, now it's in the spider's web. It's a big crab spider. Can you see that? There he is. Almost caught that in the face. Anyways, so the subject matter for today, I was thinking about talking about Christmas, the holidays, how we sort of get in the frame of mind that you know, it's the holidays. We tend to be a little bit more forgiving during the holidays, a little bit more Christmas cheer. People treat people slightly different, especially like at work. You're always like, oh, I hope you have a good holiday. Friday was my last day at work for the next week or two. And, you know, everybody is more you know, in the Christmas cheer type of thing, and goodwill toward men and peace on earth type of thing. And it always gets me thinking that it kind of sucks that after the holidays are over, say, you know, after New Year's, that we don't, ooh, look, birds. Ooh, check that out. This doesn't happen very often. Look at the pink ones. I wish I could tell you what these are. They're not flamingos, but these pink ones are like spoon-billed herons or something like that. I asked somebody what they are. But these guys are not always here. It's usually these weird times of day. I think it's about 11:30 or something. But normally when I'm here, they're not here. But isn't that cool though? Like I said, those are not flamingos. Flamingos are usually the pink ones, right? But I think because they eat shrimp, it colors their feathers come out like that. That's the same reason that flamingos are pink, is from what I understand, is the shrimp. This has only happened one other time that I've ever been here. I was here at sunset. Same thing happened. All these birds were in here fishing, and I'm guessing that they're shrimp fishing in there. So they stick their little beaks down in the water, and they can you see that okay? They stick their little beaks down and they pick up little brine shrimp and all those little guys. There's two different types of birds. There's the ones that are like storks or something, and then there's the other one, the little spoon-billed. That's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty awesome that we caught that on a streaming video. So, back to the subject matter at hand, is that it's a shame that the Christmas spirit isn't shared all season long. That's like always been my conundrum, where, you know, people do these special food drives and stuff. Look how pretty that looks. This is where a lot of people kayak, is this little area right here. People like to kayak through. It's only about 1.5 feet deep, so you can actually just walk through there if you wanted to. Very pretty. I take a lot of pictures from here. God, I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. This is like so much dead space. Okay, so they have a lot of food drives around Thanksgiving, Feed the Hungry type of campaigns here in Sarasota. And then around, you know, it's like, you know, food drives and clothing drives, and people give out jackets during the holidays. Then the rest of the year, what do we really do toward our fellow man, and as far as charitable and helping the less fortunate people? I don't know that there's like a lot of, you know, there's like Easter, and there's you know, a lot of holidays that people, and then, you know, there's various charities like the, you know, like the Breast Cancer Foundation, things like that, that are charitable year round. But as far as just being good to each other and being kind, I wish there was like and maybe there's a kindness, some kind of, you know, kindness day, or kindness week, or kindness month, or something like that. And there's always usually a day, but that doesn't seem long enough for me. And so that's just an idea I want to throw at you to see if it kind of sticks. There's a really pretty section over here with all the pine trees. This one little section has a lot of pine growth and the pretty pine trees, Australian pines through here. So there's all these pine needles on the ground. It's so pretty. It's like the pine needles blanket is like a big blanket of, if you don't know what I'm sure you know what pine needles are, but those are pine needles. It's like a big blanket of pine needles. So that's my idea that I want to throw at you, is to somehow, within all of us, we have the ability to be kind and generous every day in some sort. You know, now, me, I'm not in a good mood every day. So it's a struggle. It's a struggle, and I'm not great at it. But I always try to sort of, in the back of my mind, have sort of a generous thought, you know, especially towards less fortunate people. Maybe not so much toward fortunate people, like what you like to call wealthy. I think somebody's doing some work over here. You always think, well, I don't want to generalize too much. You always think of wealthy people don't need kindness because they have everything already. They have money and they have wealth and they have houses and cars, but I think everybody deserves just some general kindness. Let's see what's going on up here. How's it going?
Huh?
Doing a little tree work?
Oh, you see, these are really sticker bushes.
Oh. Try not to get stuck. Anyway, it would be like I guess it's a, what am I trying to say here? It would be a kinder, general place in general if all of us together would just try to challenge ourselves to be a little bit more kind in the new year, and not to make it, a New Year's resolution thing. What was I doing there? What was this all about? I was trying to tuck my shirt in. But just a resolution for any time of the year is to, the world right now, I think, is probably been in some of the toughest times that we have ever seen in my generation. And I'm almost 50 now, so my birthday's the 31st of this month, so in my 50 years, I don't remember it being a tougher time in society and in the world in general, with the terrorism, domestic, meaning in the United States, and the closest terrorism we had to Sarasota is in Orlando, that Orlando mass shooting, which was the largest mass shooting in the history of the United States or whatever, or the world, or like 52, 53 people lost their lives. That's about an hour and a half away from where I live. So, in the past, terrorism that I've seen, 9/11 was in New York. There's been things, I don't know, I'm sure like I think Washington, and around the world, France and England, and so it doesn't really seem to impact you as much as it does when it's close to home, I guess you could say. So that being said, with the world just being it's just very hostile. It's a hostile environment right now. There's a lot of hate in the world, and I think as a society, we can make a difference by generally pretending like it's the holidays all year round, and just say, well, if I can be more generous and more kind to my fellow man in the holidays, why can't I do it all year round? Like I said, it's tough to do it every single day. But just a thought, if you have a dream, or if you have a thought, and you have a hope, you need to put it out in the world. And this is what I like about YouTube and being able to share on social media, is just to be able to put that out there. And whether it carries forward is up to you guys and up to me to sort of just have a different mindset. Just think, why can't we all do a little extra, especially with the world the way it is right now. I think through the generations you hear your parents saying, well, it wasn't like that when I was a kid, or it wasn't like that. And I have to mention something real quick before I forget. I just put something on Instagram, on my Instagram account, Mr. John Swift. It's all one word, Mr. John Swift on Instagram. Is a video by a guy who's a street performer who's doing a cover version of Where is the Love? It's a hybrid cover version. Where is the Love? I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas. He's doing his own version, which I like better than the actual studio version. And Wyclef Jean is driving by, and he gets out and starts watching the guy, and then he sings with the guy. And it's a really beautiful, great message song. Plus, it's got some really good musical hooks to it. And maybe I'll just leave you with that as something that I actually downloaded the MP3 from YouTube, converted into MP3, and I put it in my my music player. When I'm jogging, I like to start out the day with that, and it's just, I think, a really good message. And if you want to if you sort of work on self-improvement and being a more positive person and being a more loving person and more kinder person, I think you need to input things into your brain that help you be kinder. Boy, it's getting hot out here for some reason. It was nice and cool in the shade, but actually I got 2 shirts on. Anyway, so that's my advice, is to surround yourself with people that are good people and that have good messages, and try to live in a positive manner. And I'm always trying to find something to input my brain, you know, watch something or have some music that's positive. So you can go, you can find it on YouTube too, but I put a picture of like the screenshot of there on Instagram, Mr. John Swift on Instagram, if you want to, and the link's on there too. Anyway, just to kind of have a little positive thought. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. My Christmas was good. We spent time with the family, then we came home and had a large part of the day to relax, and I wasn't feeling good. I had a fever and stuff, but I'm feeling better today, so hope you guys are well. We'll see you in the next video. And if, you know, this video touched you, leave a thumbs up if you thought it was a good message. Hopefully I'll be doing more of this kind of stuff in between sort of adventure videos and stuff like that. But anyway, hope you guys are having a great holiday, and hope you had a great Christmas. So we'll see you on the next video. Here comes the awkward part. Whenever you go to stop the live, wow, I don't see the button to stop this. That's weird. Usually has a button on here to how to stop this. Oh, that's not good. That's not a good thing. This is weird. What's going on? Houston, I think I'm having a problem here. I don't know how to turn this off. Huh. We have a problem. Usually has a button that says stop going live or something. No, it won't turn off. Well, I don't know what's going to happen next. That's kind of disappointing. I don't know how to turn this off. How do you stop a live stream if you have no buttons to stop it? That's weird. Huh. Well, we just had a catastrophe. And I'm not in a shady area, so I can't see what's going on here. It's a runaway vlog, ladies and gentlemen. It's just runaway.